Alright. Hello everybody, let's get on with Masters of Orion, Conquer the Stars. So, since this is pre-alpha, or actually alpha but before alpha release, I'm just gonna go through the game step by step here. So you guys can see what's going on. Single player. I think we're gonna just try a new game. I have already played a few games, so let's just get a new one here.
Hailing from the cloudy planet Altair, the proud Alari are an old race of avian hominids. Although well known for their peaceful disposition, they are fierce in combat and will rarely back out of a fight if they believe they have just cause. The Skylord rules over the flock uncontested. He is the de facto commander of all Alari fleets, crewed by highly skilled and disciplined soldiers. Their pilots are among the finest in the galaxy. Alari religion permeates every aspect.
Thanks for following, Templex 2.
And their zeal can oftentimes be confused with fanaticism.
That was a little bit loud, wasn't it?
They believe the god of sky created the Alari to gaze over every horizon and have been driven into space to fulfill that calling.
I will just spend 1 second getting that sound down a little bit here. Just a second. Boom. There we go. So there, and sound volume, take that down to 5%. There we go. All right, that should be fixed now. Let's get back inside. So I think we should we go through all these? So first the Alari, they are lofty, inflexible, and honorable. Their homeworld specials artifacts. This race homeworld has artifacts. They allow faster research. They got beam defense plus 25% higher than normal, and starting tech physics. Burai.
The harsh Ursa system is home to the Burai, a ferocious warrior race committed to the preservation of nature. Fearless and brutal in combat, they rely on their strength to overcome opponents, while their heavily armored fleets withstand wave after wave of enemy attacks. Fiercely territorial, they are usually reluctant to strike the first blow, but they will go toe-to-toe with anyone who wanders into their domain. Their rich spiritual life revolves around the Hag, an elder who speaks for nature itself. It was the will of the Hag that pushed the Burai into space, as they sought to place the entire galaxy under their protection by any means necessary.
Alright, Burai, headstrong, territorial, and ferocious. They got homeworld minerals rich. So this race homeworld is a mineral-rich planet. It allows faster production than normal planets. That's actually very handy. Gravity tolerance, though, is high. So they're affected by high gravity. Starting tech physics. Let's check the humans.
After ages of internal conflict and faced with dwindling natural resources on their home planet of Earth, humanity finally came together to form a consolidated government, replacing the many nations once dotting its political landscape. This new government brought unification, eroding long-held distinctions based on race, color, creed, and gender. Humanity thrived and at long last reached for the stars. Now, out of the Sol system, the human republic arises.
Right, humans are diplomatic, stubborn, and charismatic. Counter-espionage minus 25%. Counter-espionage is lower than normal. Diplomacy, improved negotiations. And starting tech government. This is all very nice for when you play against the AI, but I guess against the humans, it's not really. I mean, in multiplayer, that's not really that good. It's a bit blah. Let's check the missions.
The blazing savannas of Fieras gave rise to the ruthless warriors known as the Meron. But their hot temper almost proved to be their undoing. After years on the brink of civil war, the Meron Empress now rules over her pride without question. Mershans are willful and independent, and their long history as hunters has shaped their culture fittingly. They see themselves as the peak of predators, and any other life form who crosses their path is regarded as fair game. They often strike out against even their closest allies just for the sport of battle. They are easily offended and will pursue relentlessly anyone they feel has slighted them, heedless of the consequences.
Meron, fearless, warlike, proud. Let me just, I'm reading the comments also here, so you can see that general direction says the gravity tolerance means the type of gravity doesn't negatively affect the race. Okay, so homeworld size is large for the Merons. Uber planet grassland. This race can transform desert planets into highly improved grassland planets. Ground units, extended barracks. This race can host more marines, at each colony. Thank you, Desert Wild, for following. Starting tech engineering. I'm gonna go with the Psilons. I'm just gonna click the Sakra first.
The cold-blooded Sakra from the planet Sla seem uncouth and unenlightened to many of the other races. However, their hulking forms and rustic rituals belie an enduring memory that has helped them reach the stars. They are lorded over by the Hierarch, a long-lived progenitor, and in a very literal sense, the father to much of the brood. His main concern is for his offspring, whether acquiring colonies for them to reproduce or securing the resources necessary for their survival. It follows that the Hierarch adopts a familiar and fatherly tone towards those he regards as allies. To the Sakra, everyone is either part of the family or a hated enemy.
Right, the Sakra, they're numerous, brutish, and inarticulate. They got Uber planet, tropical. This race can transform swamp planets into highly improved tropical planets. Food consumption minus 25%. And starting tech biology. What we can also see here is that we have 4 more races: Darlock, Klagon, Miklar, and Silusoid. But it's not available yet. But the custom race also we cannot do yet, so that will be for later. Did the stream just die? Oh, yeah, let me get it back up.